is why you are having a hard time to finish your songs. Hey there, in the previous video I talked about coming up with song ideas, but if you haven't watched that video, it's in the description, it's in order, so make sure to watch that first and then come back to this video. From now on, look at the songwriting process as a brainstorm session. And I'm first gonna start it off with a metaphor. So I'm riding my bike and I'm making a lot of speed. I'm in this flow. Why? Because I know there's a hill coming and I want to have enough speed to easily make it up the hill. The second time, I make a lot of speed, I'm in that flow, but a car comes and I let him pass, but I get interrupted. And now I have to put a lot of effort in and force myself to make it up that hill because I have no physical condition whatsoever, but that doesn't really matter here. The point of the story is, when you start songwriting, a lot of people's process is that they will start writing a song and then they will be like, oh, actually that's a good idea, let me write that down. And you interrupt yourself, right? And then the next time you're like, oh, actually no, I don't want to say that word there, I'm actually gonna look up a word, or maybe that word would be better. And what happens is you're making it incredibly hard for yourself, for your brain to be creative. Each time you're getting it out of that flow. It's the same thing as if you're working on a project, working on something, and you get notifications from your phone each time. And you're like, oh, look who texted me. You are out of your flow and you're making it really hard for your brain to stay focused on the creative process. And every time you do that, you stop your creative flow. And what happens because of that is that you will have this really awesome verse or this really awesome chorus or this amazing hook, but you're stuck now. And now you have to think like, what can I write to continue this? And so a lot of the times because of that, your song is gonna sound really forced after that. Why? Because you keep pulling yourself out of this creative flow by stopping your flow, writing something down, stopping your flow, thinking about something. That is just not easy. So what I like to do is anytime I get some kind of idea or anytime I'm like, I want to write a song, I just press record and I sing whatever pops up into my head. That recording can be about 4 to 10 minutes. Before you have enough, you want to keep singing until you have no idea left. This is what I actually wanted to say. You want to view your songwriting process as a brainstorm session, and I actually wrote down what companies say about doing brainstorm sessions. Usually what they will tell you is, hey guys, we're gonna do a brainstorm session today. What you're gonna do is say whatever pops into your head, no matter how stupid you think it is, without judgment or interruption. Get as much out as possible until you have no idea anymore. So that's what you want to do. You press record and you keep going, keep singing. Every line you say might spark another idea. So that's why you want to keep going. And if you really don't have any idea left, you stop the recording. You listen back. I'm gonna try to come up with something. So long, I miss you. So long, I'm not making it easy. I'm not easy to be around. God, it's so hard to please me, and that's why your head's full of doubts. 'Cause ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody as cruel. Ain't nobody who can make you laugh until you cry. 'Cause you don't know what is on my mind now. Ain't nobody like me, who can fix your heart. Everybody while you still had a chance to get out. But now it's too late, 'cause everybody tried to warn you about a morning and a day. So I can go on and on like this, and I could go on further, but what you will have heard in this recording, I didn't sing the same thing over and over again. I sang something and then I went to sort of a variation, and then something that maybe could have sounded like a chorus or something. And that's why you need to go on and on and on, because the longer you record, the more you have to work with. It's the same when you edit your songs. When you sing something, there's a chance that you will do multiple takes, so you're sure that you have enough to work with later. Same with when you shoot a video or something, or when you take a picture that you want to edit. I don't know, you have as many takes of that as possible, so you have something to work with later. Same with your song, and that's exactly what I want you to do. You will finish that recording, and then you will listen to it. And then everything you record will somehow spark more inspiration. And then you will hear something and be like, don't really like that. And then the next part comes and you're like, oh, I really like that actually, let's work with that. But I don't want to have it sound like this instead. And then you press record again and record that idea and keep going on that one. And that's how you get so much bass for your idea. And from that point you can start pulling things like, I like that, I don't like that, I want to change that. And you can sort of, on the recording I just did, for example, maybe you can say like, oh, that would be nice as a verse, that would be nice as a chorus. But a lot of times you stop yourself. You don't give that a chance. A lot of times you're singing something and you're like, oh, actually I want to have it sound like that. And it's way too early to do that, because you have time enough to make out what the lyrics are gonna be, or what's gonna be your song structure. That is not what you should start doing. That is something way further in time. For now you want to have bass for your song, foundation. Because a lot of time what you do now is, okay, so I guess that's the verse. And then you start again and nothing really wants to come out right anymore. And that's where a lot of people will go like, I have all these amazing song ideas, but how do you finish a song? The problem is not that you can't finish your songs. The problem is in your process, in your initial process. Make sure to stick around for the next video in this series, which will contain the actual lyric writing process and how to tackle that. Click here to subscribe, click here for original songs, songwriting tutorials over here, and this is what YouTube wants you to watch. Give it a go. Peace!